Hello, I'm your host, Sophia, co-coordinator and fashion director of C4AC, Celebration for a Cause, which is a benefit fashion show held annually every July in Atlanta, Georgia, and is a cancer-fighting initiative partnered with the American Cancer Society. The show is put on by Mr. Clay West of Zone 4 Inc. and Polo the Don's nonprofit organization Focus. Today, we are here with Grammy Award nominated and Stellar Award winning gospel singer Byron Cage, which you may also know as the Prince of Praise. We also have Travis Dowdy, renowned hair salon owner, and also the owner of Travis Dowdy Hair Care Products. So, Byron, how did you come up with your new album cover concept?
Oh, wow, you know what? I came up with that probably the latter part of last year. I know people, they know me for my worship music, and they like to know what my journey is. And this being my 9th CD, I thought, man, what an interesting way to tell my story than to let them peek at my memoirs of what I'm writing and what I'm thinking right now. And so I came up with Memoirs of a Worshiper because that's what I love to do. I love to worship God, and I love to share what I'm doing, that leads me and that directs me, if you will, to write the type of music that I write.
And Byron, this is what number album for you?
This is album number 9. And it was an album. I was blessed to, well, I wasn't blessed to have an album because I came out in the CD era in 1994. And that's when I did my first CD. And then, of course, the things just keep changing because we had albums back in the day before you were born. And then you had cassettes, we had 8-tracks. My mom remembers all that. And so now it's just a tremendous blessing to be able to continue to be relevant after all this time, because I'm going in next year would be 20 years in the business.
And Travis, how many of the album covers have you been a part of?
I've been a part of way more than half. I would say I've been a part of at least 80% of his album covers. He probably got like 9 albums out, so I've definitely been a part of about 7 of them at least. Yeah, so we've been together for a while.
And how does the process come about for you coming up with the concept for your cover?
Well, it starts with the label. The label sits down and they want to know what direction that you want to go in. So based on the title, which was Memoirs of a Worshiper, they wanted to keep everything appropriate and to make sure that it flowed with what the title was. So then they bring in a stylist, and the label gets with the stylist, and then they bring in Travis, and they talk about what we're trying to portray on the record itself. What we want the people to visibly see. We know what they want to hear audibly, but what do we want them to see? And how can we marry the audio with the matched artwork? And so that's how we do it.
Once you decide on the album cover concept, how far in advance do you have to start preparing for that?
Well, once we narrow down the concept, because I have to send him pictures and see what he likes, see the direction that the record label is trying to go, make sure we match the record label's direction, make sure the stylist is on board with the look of the clothes, because all that matters, the location of the shot. So once we tie all that in together as a group, then with Byron, it takes a while to prep for it, because if it requires him to grow hair or we have to cut it off in a different look, he is still working. See, with the stylist, they can go put clothes on him and take them back off, and it's no big deal. Me, I can't do a lot of prep work because I can't have him looking a certain way while he's working to get prepared for an album cover that's going to take place like 12 months from now. So it's a little bit difficult prepping with Byron, but some kind of way we seem to get it done.
He takes time. He's very meticulous about creating my look, and he knows my look has captured a certain part of the industry that has set a standard now of how men should look and how they should dress and all that good stuff. So he's been a very, very important part to my image side of what I do, and he has created the look of Byron Cage with the part of the hair this way and slick that way. That was a Travis doing, because I can't cut my own hair. So so he really is the creative person behind my look.
Byron, what inspires you as an artist?
You know, so many things inspire me. Of course, the God wakes me up in the morning, it inspires me, gives me an opportunity to, you know, kind of reflect and look at what's happened yesterday, and the great things, let me build on that. The negative things, let me toss those away and do something better that I didn't do before. And I think, of course, music always inspires me. All types of music. Life inspires me. You know, the good, the bad, or the indifferent. There's always a way to bring out the positive of any negative situation. And I think that's what music has constantly done for me throughout the years. You know, many different, wide facet of artists that really inspire me. People like Quincy Jones, Natalie Cole, if I had to go old school.
Okay.
Then if I went to the new school people, I say people that inspire me now that are doing really great things, like Common, people that speak things that are positive, that move our people forward. But then, of course, gospel music is going to always be my favorite. So, you know, almost all the gospel artists inspire me. That's my heart. Those are my comrades. We work together all over the world singing the gospel that we love. So.
Where did you get the name Prince of Praise from?
You know, it's so funny, that name Prince of Praise came on the Presence of the Lord is Here album that I recorded in 2002. And that was 10 years ago, it's hard to believe, man. And the co-pastor of the church did the introduction. And in the introduction, she said, let's bring to the stage Minister Byron Cate, the Prince of Praise and Worship. And so Vicky McLateod, who was the owner of the label at that time, she said, I like that, that's what he's known for, because I had several hits with praise and worship like Shabbat and Yet Praise and so many other ones that people were singing. And to know that God really allowed that particular title to be penned from my co-pastor, I was very honored, but at the same time I was cautious, because people so often don't understand when they feel like you're trying to push yourself up to be something and you're trying to give yourself this title. That's not what I tried to do at all. It just so happened that that's the title that Pastor Joanne gave me, and that's the title the label loved, and so it kind of stuck, and it kind of fits because I do praise and worship. So.
And Travis, what inspired you to formulate your own line of hair care products?
I think it's just the next level for me. You know, I work for major product companies, and I was on their development team, you know, developing products with them, and I just think it was the next level. And then I know hair, so it's not like a lot of these manufacturing companies that sit on the board and have stylists sort of tell them what's needed, or just copy another product that's out there now and put their name on it. I'm an actual stylist, so I formulate all my products, formulate all myself, and I actually formulate and test according to what hair needs. So I think that inspired me, and that's what keeps me going with the product line today.
Well, I want to say congratulations to you on the new album, and congratulations to Travis on the product line. And thank you, both of you guys, for being here today.
Thank you, Sophia.
Great.
It's been a good life. Thank you.
Thank you.